Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. In this video, I want to show you how I made $483 per hour day trading stocks online. Might sound too good to be true, but let me explain, let me show you how it breaks down and my approach, which allows for this to happen. But I'm also trying to accomplish several different dynamics here. First off, what you see here on the screen was a video I did, and this was a video from last month where it did not go well at all. Did an entire video. You can go watch it if you want, but it's like a 38 or 30-minute video. And I mean, I would thank you if you wanted to go and watch all that, but I also understand if you don't want to watch it. But just the premise being and the point being to bring this up is day trading, while profitable, while very time efficient, assuming of course you think that $483 per hour would be worth your time. However, it's not always easy. It can be very difficult. It can be very mentally taxing. It can be a huge challenge. So I just want you to realize that from the get-go. But also, the other thing I'm trying to accomplish with this video is to give those of you an update. Because to those of you that did watch the video that you see here on the screen, I mean, seriously, thank you very much for the support. I thought there would be a little bit more trolling that happened in the comment section. I got that wrong. I mean, it had to have been 99.9%. were people that were all supportive. So for those of you, and I've had some people wonder, hey, Clay, how's the next month doing from there? I wanted to now just give you all a recap to show how this next month played out. And there's some lessons in that. And then, like I said, just also to show you how you can build perspective. If you're anything like me, I search around social media and I see people making crazy, crazy gains. And then I look at my gains and I'm like, what are you doing, Clay? You probably shouldn't even be trading. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Are you just wasting your time? And then I do the calculations and I think, no, Clay, you're not wasting your time at all, because at least for me, I can only speak for myself, $483 per hour is worth my time. So like I said, that's the context here. Those are the talking points that I want to try to get through. But like I said, the first talking point I've already gone through, trading is not always easy. Day trading, swing trading, any sort of trading, the financial markets can be they can be a thorn in your side. They can really punch you in the face. And if you do want to get into trading, whether it be for a full-time thing or some sort of side hustle, which is for me, I would definitely consider trading a side hustle. But like I said, side hustle that makes this kind of money, I'm all in. But no matter what your approach is, what your strategy, what your goals are, just realize that up front, it's hard. It's difficult. It takes dedication. It takes hard work. It takes a passion for that. And I realize a lot of people don't necessarily tell you that, but the best way to get started is to have realistic expectations. And when you have that, then you're not going to be caught off guard when you realize, just how hard the market can punch you in the face. So here, looking on the screen here, we have the month of January. And I guess, let me scroll down here. There we go. So here is the entire month. Let me make sure that it's showing up. Okay, perfect. And you can see that ended up closing the month over $5,000. However, I pay for speed. I pay for the opportunity to trade stocks, not have stocks restricted, not have stocks saying, well, you can only buy one share, you can only buy. No, I pay for speed and I pay for flexibility, which is worth it to me. So at the end of the day, made $45.97 within the month of January, which I'm very happy with. And, looking back through the results, overall, I'm one of those traders where high win rate, win quite a bit, but I do lose. Sometimes when I lose, they're just bigger losses. And that's just the way that's a function of the strategy. And that's okay, assuming your strategy, has a high win rate. I mean, if you're only green 50% of the time, 55% of the time, but when you lose, it's like really big, that's just not going to work out. But in my situation, as you can see here, the entire month, only 2 losing days. Granted, I mean, I suppose you could argue that day was kind of a losing day, but it was one of those where took a loss, but then I was able to get back and at least close green on the day. But overall, very pleased, especially again, if you have the context of watching the previous month where I did some really, really just, I know better than what I did, but nothing like that really played out. And again, this lesson here, or excuse me, that day there wasn't any rule breaks. Just sometimes that's how trading goes, and you're not going to be right all the time. So that's just how it played out in that regard. But like I said, 45 97. Now, I can see you thinking, and like I said, I full disclosure, I struggle with it too every now and then, especially in this day and age of social media. But you can look at, the 45, 97, say, that's all you made an entire month? I saw fill in the blank, and they made way more than that in a single trade or whatever. And for good for them. I like when people make money. It's one of those things where I realize how hard trading is. So in other traders, even if they're technically my competition, quote unquote, I'm happy for them, because you know what? It is already difficult enough. But like I said, I struggle with it, and maybe you struggle with it. So this is another talking point to show you this trick. And I've shown this trick before just because I know a lot of other people struggle too, and you kind of think that you're doing something wrong. You think that you don't quite have a good handle on the markets, or your strategy is bad or broken because you don't have some sort of massive gain. But a couple different ways you can do it is, first off, ask yourself, how much did my account grow? Again, ask yourself, how much did my account grow? So here, what I want you to do is, and you can go just run a Google search, bank CD rates, right? Those rates that you could walk into your local bank and get a certificate of deposit, a bank CD, and you could give them money and say, all right, yeah, I want a return on this money. So, looking here for right around this time, like I said, at the time I got these results, and I wish I could say I was making this stuff up. This stuff is so terrible. Look at that. 2 years, 0.75%. Let's see, what else can we find here? Let's just go to 5 years. Maybe we can get some what are 5 years going to look like? Best 3 month. There we go. Best 5 year. Best 5 year CD, 1.25%. So let's just go with that. 5 years, 1.25%. So let's just do some quick math here. I got, like I said, 45.97, and I want to divide that by my starting balance, which was right there on the month. So divided by 51,880, and that gives you, and we'll just finish off. Let's multiply that by 100 to convert it to the percentage. And right there, 8.86%. In 1 month, I grew my money. How does 8.86% in 1 month sound compared to 5 years and 1.25%? Do you see how this kind of trick? It's not even a trick. It's just simply building perspective. And when you have perspective, be happy for those other people that are making a whole lot of money. Like I said, as traders, we need to cheer each other on. But don't let it affect you, because at the end of the day, if you're looking at that percentage and you're like, oh, wow, I could have put my money with a bank CD, or I could have gotten these results. Fantastic. Now, of course, if you're losing money because you're running around like a degenerate gambler, that's a much different situation. But even if you made, let's just say 1% on the month, you still did way better than 1.25% in 5 years. So that's trick number one you can use is, hey, what percentage, how much did you grow your account in 1 month? And then go basic research, find the bank CD rates, and I think you'll be shocked in a surprising way, and in a way that's going to say, and help keep your confidence up, saying, yeah, I'm doing well, that's what I need to do. Sorry about that. I've totally missed the pause button. So a little bit awkward there, but that's right. It only lasted a few seconds. So next trick. Well, let's figure out per hour. Now for me and my approach, I like to call it the be done in 30 approach. Because this is a side hustle, like I said earlier, I'm looking to be done every day on average 30 minutes. Now, of course, some days I go beyond 30 minutes. Other days I'm well under 30 minutes. So do I know the exact amount? I don't. In fact, it's probably less than 30 minutes. But just to keep the math easy and to keep this trick as easy as possible to do, I just keep it at 30 minutes. So there was 19 trading days in January. So 19 days. And again, the average is 30. So let's multiply that by 30 minutes. Means I was trading for basically 570 minutes. So 570 minutes of my time of this side hustle was being devoted, give or take, to, like I said, trading the stocks online here. But of course, I want to figure out per hour. So let's divide that by 60 minutes in an hour, if I remember right. So that comes down to 9.5 hours. So in total, I devoted about 9.5 hours of my time to trading, which is actually, it's definitely less, because as I think back, for example, on this day right here on the 29th, that was literally I traded for 30 seconds that day. I did something there was a guys weekend. But I had my thing open real quick and I was like, oh, that's a great setup. I can't turn on that setup. I don't want to say easy money because nothing's easy. I don't want to say guaranteed money because nothing's guaranteed. But there was a highly, highly likely setup that I saw that I'm like, I need to take that. So took it, made $150. It was all in less than 30 seconds. So like I said, that's just one of those examples where that day right there was way, way under 30 minutes. But 30 minutes, 9.5 hours. So what did I make again? Like I said, 45.97, and said there was 9.5 hours in the month. So right there, $483 is what I made per hour in terms of what I devoted to this income stream, this side hustle, whatever you want to call it. And do that. Figure out, all right, ballpark, how much time am I spending? And then just divide that by, well, the money and that get your per hour. And this is also going to be a good accountability holder. Meaning if you do that number and it comes out to like $4 an hour, don't get me wrong. Congratulations. I'm glad you're making money. I'm glad you had a green month, but are you using your time wisely? Because if your strategy is only producing $4 per hour, your time is going to be better spent, working a minimum wage job. And I don't say that, to defame anyone. I'm just saying it from a mathematical perspective. So this is also a great statistic that you can hold and use to make sure that now, if you're just getting started, no, you're not supposed to be making these. It's okay if you're losing money in a month. It's okay if your per hour rate is really small. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting at is if you've been doing this for a while and for a while and for a while, and you're still making about $4 an hour, I'm not telling you to give up. I'm just saying you're probably going to want to reconsider, or I don't know, there's something off. There's something not quite right with your approach and your strategy to the market. So I'd encourage you to, take a look at that and, kind of use that as some sort of mile marker in terms of whether or not you need some improvements within your strategy. But overall, I recovered. I got back in the groove. I mentally fought back. So for those of you that were wondering how'd it go, you now have that. For those of you that didn't maybe even see that other video, but maybe do struggle with, oh man, I'm not that good because I saw such and such make so much money. Well, hey, use these couple of mind tricks. Build perspective for yourself because perspective is very, very powerful and it can help you out quite a bit. So like I said, hopefully this helps. If you enjoy videos like this, if you want me to keep making videos of this sort of, type, easy way to communicate that to me, just hit the like button and then leave a comment down below. Even if it's just a basic comment like a thumbs up emoji, hitting the like button and then thumbs up emojis or any sort of emoji that you please does a very time efficient way to communicate that you do enjoy these videos. And then also check out the channel as a whole. There's a good variety of videos. In fact, lots of these results were on the live trade segment that I have. So if you want to see some of these days and how they played out live, like I said, you can just go to that playlist on the channel. But hopefully at the end of the day, you like enough what you see to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. So get out there, take care. And like I said, use these couple of mind tricks, use these couple of perspective builders. And that way you're not going to start to doubt yourself when you don't really need to. But everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.